Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm not Doc Lloyd, it's on the views, and I watched the movie Clue. Clue should have actually come tomorrow, and now today should have actually come Watchmen, but Watchmen is usually, the normal Watchmen is 2 hours and 45 minutes long, but apparently when I click on the video, the one that I'm gonna watch is 3 hours and 36 minutes, I think, or 35 minutes. So it's the extended version. Yeah, a movie from almost 4 fucking hours. Holy fucking shit. So we're gonna watch that one tomorrow, and we're gonna watch The Losers, which was tomorrow's DC movie. We're gonna watch that on Monday. So yeah, because we watched Mary Poppins from 2 hours and 11 minutes. Then we should have watched an hour from 3 hours and 3.5 hours. That's already 5 hours and 3/4. And then we should have watched Saw on top of that, which I watched, which is 1 hour and 40 minutes, around that. So 7 hours. No, we would have been done 1:30 maybe, or something like that. It's too late, way too late, or maybe even later. No, I didn't want to do that. So now I'm switching around, and this is what we came with. But let's just start with the movie Clue. Yes, okay, I know about the board game, and in Dutch it's called Cluedo. Don't understand. Fuck you, opera! Okay. But that's not for Clue, that was for Death Trap. Anyway, let's just start with Clue, shall we? We're outside and it's very windy. We see a black car, drive by. You will hear me say that a lot, that the car will drive by, because it drove by a lot. We see now a pair of headlights, coming closer, and the car drives by. It stops at the gate. We then get our front shot, and we couldn't see the driver very clear, but he stuck out his arm, and with the keys, put it in the slot and opened the gate. We got the front shot of close up of the headlights and the gate, and the gate slowly opening, and cars also slowly driving forward. We see then the mansion in not so far distance, up there, and the car is driving by again. It's going up. We then get again drive by. We get a close-up shot of the driver. We see his hands, and it's Tim Curry, aka Wadsworth. We get 2 different shots of him driving by again, and then we get the kind of look down shot of him arriving at the house. But we're gonna leave that, because if you want to know what's going to happen next, watch the movie yourself. Yes, there are 3 actors that I recognized in this movie, and that's obviously Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd, and Michael McKean. But I didn't recognize Christopher Lloyd at first. You know, obviously he's a bit younger in this movie, and I know him from Back to the Future, where, well, he's not old there, but because he plays Doc in the white hair, he looks a bit older. So that's why I didn't recognize him in this movie. There was definitely a very funny scene in this movie where they had the chef's body who was dead, and they carried the body out back to the study room, and when they saw that his body was gone, they dropped the chef just on the ground, not just putting it on. No, just full on dropped it. Just let loose. But they first dropped the front, so it was the head, bam, just bonk, fall on the ground, face on the ground. That was very funny. And then when they walked through, just drop the legs. That was pretty funny. The acting in this movie, it was not all that great all the time, but who fucking cares? If it's a funny movie, the acting doesn't really matter from time to time. I like the sequence passages that they had in the house. And also this movie had 3 different endings. First we got the first ending that this could also happen, and this is what really happened. Which was also very fun to see. Overall, the movie was a decent movie, so I give this movie a 3.75. Go watch the movie yourself, leave likes, recommend the good Tim Curry, Christopher Lloyd, or Michael McKean movie down below in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, check out my second channel, Underdog Eats, where I do food trends every week, content amounts as alcohol. My third channel, Underdog Reacts, where I do primarily music, link down below in the description. And see you guys next time. Bye.